So scandalous.
Guys, welcome back. I am so sorry. Yani power imepotea katikati, but we are back. We haven't tuko na generator 20 hours later, but we are back. So if you're around these areas na stima zimepotea, remember you can watch these on my formal live page. That is www.formotv.co.ke/DJ Pierra. All right? So you can watch that live again, over and over and over, as many times as you can. And of course, on my YouTube channel, it will still remain there so you can watch. So we go back to where we were. I think we were where I was giving you the tips of probably what I did that worked for me. And one thing I'd like you guys to remember is that people have different body types. Guys, like, you know, like kuna watu wako na what might work for me might not work for you or might not work for somebody else. So what I'm doing here is just giving you the tips of what worked for me. And if it works for you, thumbs up. If it doesn't, just tweak something here and there, and I'm sure it will work for you. Okay. So at the first tip, I said, guys, please try be patient with your body. Patience is the key. Try be patient with your body. Okay. Don't try to rush the body. I told you guys, I gained weight in 2016, 2017, and here I am, 2020. That's when I'm seeing the results. With a few things I've been doing, 4 years later, I come to see the results. So be very, very patient with your body. Don't rush it. Don't expect to start working out today and tomorrow you're like, boom, I expect to have lost, or 4 weeks later you want to have dropped 20 kgs, or, I mean, it can happen to you. I don't know your body type, but hey, just be patient with your body. And on to my second P is persistence. Now, when I come to talk about this, maybe this is where the entire weight lies. For me, I tried working out. I used to work out before the baby, but after the baby, I did not know if to breastfeed, if to feed the baby at night. For the sleepless nights, many days I had, like I had so much going on. I used to hit the gym and I get there, I'm more tired than working. Like I didn't want to see even my trainer. Like they tried with me, we tried a couple of times, we work out, then tomorrow I'm not in, I try again. But also, I was persistent. Like I tried to keep at it. I never lost, like I could give up for a week, and I still go back again. Like I tried and tried and tried. I tried working out, but I cannot say working out was for me, you know? But what I did consistently, like I never stopped, was using stairs. I live like Kuko 4th floor. I kept going up, down the stairs, like I really, even when sometimes I pass their lift, I just try to do the stairs. Because I know in the morning I'm not gonna wake up at 5 and leave my baby in bed and go jog. No, that's not gonna happen. At 10, should I run to the gym? That's not going to happen because now I need to go to work. At night, no, because I'm going to DJ. You know, like, I really tried to fix my times for workouts, you know, like hitting the gym, but it never worked. So some of the things I did was try to train at home. I would do things, you know, lift my baby, try the gym at home that once in a while. Like, I tried few of these things. But whatever you, as my follower, whatever works for you, try it. If it's jogging in the morning, if you can wake up at 5 in the morning and jog, try that. If it's going up, down the stairs all the time, try that. If it's skipping works for me. Now, that's another thing that worked for me. I used to skip a lot. You can tell my arms haven't gone back to normal. I'm still trying to farm them. But the skipping for me really helps. And it's easier for me to do 200 skips than to jog around in this city, ya Nairobi, peke yangu. Skip at it. If you know you work, if you know you skip, just skip. Keep skipping. Don't skip the skip, all right? If you know you're jogging, keep jogging throughout. Just jaribu. And the moment you do like a couple of them, you will get used to it. I know most people, when you hear portioning, you're just like, what do you mean portioning? There is one thing I hated. when people tell me, don't eat, I almost even said the name of the food, like don't eat junk food, don't take sodas, don't take cakes, don't eat chocolate, everything was just don't, and I'm like, imagine, no. I have to eat. I need to eat. I want to eat those things. There's no way you can tell me don't eat this, don't eat that. So what am I supposed to eat? Carbs. I mean, I'm not that kind of person. I love to eat my stuff. I need to eat my chocolates. I need to eat my cakes. I have my favorites. I know where to pick them. So how do I do this? And the secret was portioning. For me, I ate everything. Kila kitu, nimekula kila kitu. But the portion is what counts. So how do you portion? For some of you, it's very hard when you think of portioning. You're like, I sit a Shiba. I'll give you my secret. That worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for you. I'll keep saying this disclaimer, but I know it worked for me. So, and that was after I was done breastfeeding. You know, I did my breastfeeding proper. And then now when I was done, I tried to, a few things I Googled here and there. And then I realized, you know what, this can work. So one of the things I used to do when I wake up in the morning, you all know this thing called apple cider. Apple cider is really good, by the way, and it's good for the ladies. It's good for, when I say the ladies, what I mean, yeah? And it's good for your weight. How does it help? So for me in the morning, I would wake up and put just a spoonful of apple cider into a glass. Eka maji na just a glass, and I just drink the water very early in the morning before I take anything. And then I proceed to have my breakfast, and I'm done. Then when the whole day, anything I have to eat, before I put anything in the mouth, a glass of water. Any lunch, glass of water. Dinner, glass of water. I go meet my friends, oh, let's do this, a glass of water. So I did a lot of water. And now what I like I was plate full and I finish, and sometimes I go for second helping. So it reduced the size, the amount of food I was eating, and that's now sort of worked for my body. I don't know how to tell you this, but just try the apple cider in the morning, just a glass, and sometimes you can try before you sleep. Please remember to always dilute your apple cider, okay? Please don't take your apple cider just like that from the bottle. You have to dilute it, just one spoonful. Take it in the morning, and then every time before meal, just take a glass of water. That will help you in portioning. If it's a slice of cake, you don't have to take the entire whatever of cake like I used to do before. Just cut a small slice and take it. Sodas, you don't have to take sodas every now and then. Like right now, I can't take like that size of soda. I think it's 500 ml and finish. I see people finish that. I can't. But just kidogo too, I just satisfy my thirst and I'm done. Like you don't have to overdo everything. Even pombe, I think it's the same. Don't overdo it if you're trying to lose weight. I don't think it will be good for you. However, just take it in moderation. And that is what I call portioning. Portioning for all times. That is going to help. The only now, if you portion and then you work out, that helps you now when you're losing weight, you firm up, according to what I've learned. But now if you portion, you will lose weight. And then if you don't work out, your body becomes flabby. Yeah? So please make sure if you're trying to lose weight, when you start losing, start working out so your body can be firm. You don't want like nene. And those are some of the things we're still struggling with. It's not like I'm where I want to be yet, and I keep saying that I'm still struggling to get there. Okay? And then the other one, actually, wait. So I said patience, persistence, and portioning. Those are the main three ones. If any other thing I'm going to tell you, it's just an additional thing, but those are the main things that you need to do. Try them. If it works for you, good for you. If it doesn't work for you, like, oh, it never worked for me, okay? Listen, guys, I used to use a waist trainer when I'm training. Like, I would go to my waist trainer just to try to get my tummy back, because if there's anything I wanted, was my tummy. So I see some of you on questions are asking me, how did you get your tummy back? Well, let's be clear. I don't have a flat tummy yet. It hasn't gotten there. Kabisa, the way I want. But at least it's not as big as it used to be. So one of the things I've done, apart now from the apple cider and everything, and the portioning and all that, I used to wear a waist trainer. That trainer I'll wear it when I'm at home, when I'm cooking, when I'm, jogging or skipping. I just keep my waist trainer on. And mostly when you're just at home idling, just wear your waist trainer. Sawa. And for waist trainers, by the way, I got mine at I need to tag those people. Gosh, I can even forget. I'm gonna tell you where I got mine. They have variety, and if you want, because there are those people who don't like the ones that are thicker in here, so they finger your upper area, and it's uncomfortable, and the next minute you've removed and you've thrown it away, so it doesn't work for you. But there are those that they have different that you can go grab yourself one from there, because they do work. Sort of I don't know what they really do, to be honest. Me, I don't know. It just worked for me. Unajifinya finya, do your exercises, then kuko umejieka hivi. And I think also it works for posture. So you keep this, and the more you keep your posture straight, the more your tummy is stretching inwards. I think it worked for me, so sort of I'm trying to think how it worked, but I think that's it. The waist trainer really squeezes this thing up, and then you learn how to keep your stomach firm at all times. And then, by then that's another secret. When you're working out, please always keep your stomach firm. Don't work out when your tumbo is like this. You're skipping and your tumbo is just like this. No. When you're working out, always remember, firm your stomach like this. Hold your stomach and then work out. If you're skipping, make sure your stomach throughout is imeshikiliwa kabisa. But if you work out with it ikiwa imeanguka hivi, it keeps getting looser and looser. So you have to firm it every time. So it also gets and he can tell you all those other things. Now, another thing that worked for me was dropping. So for those people who usually say, oh, I'm not going to breastfeed my baby for long because I know I don't want this to happen to me. No, don't be lied to. Breastfeeding helps ladies lose weight. It has helped me, and I did it all the way for 3 years. And that's how I started losing. Even now, I'm still losing. I'm not breastfeeding still. But now, I lost even, sometimes I couldn't work out, or I couldn't take my apple cider, or I couldn't take, the things I've told you, I couldn't do them. I still kept losing weight because my baby was feeding on me. She kept breastfeeding. And breastfeeding, and then you're pushing, it works. It worked for me, okay? So guys, remember, if you're lactating, just keep at it. Don't lose hope. Don't listen to people who are telling you, oh, stop breastfeeding, that's why you're gaining weight. No, it helps. Because at first, even me, when I was told, continue breastfeeding, I was like, what? No, I am gaining too much weight. I cannot. But someone was like, Pierra, just keep at it. Keep breastfeeding. I promise you, you will lose weight through breastfeeding. And here I am. At least I've witnessed it. I have lost a couple of kgs. So I think you can do that. And then, of course, I've told you about water. Keep drinking water every now and then. And remember, when sometimes you feel like, especially if you've just eaten and then you tembea to Junction Mall, you fika there, you're like, hey, let me grab something from one of the restaurants. If you really feel like eating, try drinking water first just to see if you really are hungry. It just could be in the mind. And then when you train your body like that, I'm not saying starve yourself, but just eat only when it's necessary. Okay? Now, for those people who are asking, and your tummy is fit, how is that? And you gave birth and all. Guys, you can remember from my pictures before, my stomach had also sagged a lot. Ilikuwa chini. But now, well, it really works. So I don't know. I dance a lot, and I showed you some of the pictures that I do. I dance a lot. I do my belly dancing. But then remember, you're alone. You don't have to do this belly dancing with people around you so they don't laugh. Just belly dance by yourself. Move your waist side, even when you're showering. Just move side to side, and that starts to firm up here. And if you can see, I'm going to post a picture of myself. One of the things I've achieved is this, that has started coming is this, the abs on the side. And that's because I keep, ni kama chakacha skat. You're just swaying your waist, left, right. Try. Imagine it works. I know some of you are going to say, nobody got time for that. But it really actually does work. When you're in the shower, when you're washing your hair, you're scrubbing yourself, try move your waist. Up, it really does help. And that was what has helped me. You might be having a body type the same as mine, and so it might respond. Okay? Try dancing in the shower, barely dancing in the shower. When you're there alone, nobody cares if you're doing it right or wrong. As long as it's farming your stomach, try do that. Secondly, portion. Don't just as if my body just needed something. Drink a lot of water. Then remember, if you're breastfeeding, please keep breastfeeding until as much as you can. Of course, don't overdo it. Don't overgo. I almost went 4 years, but I did 3 years. I know. Don't overdo it, but breastfeed. It helps mothers lose weight, okay? And then apple cider is your secret. Remember apple cider. And the last thing is your waist trainer. Keep your waist trainer in all the time when you can. But guys, thank you so much. Those are my tips. If they work for you, I can try to direct you how exactly I did it in detail. I don't think there's any much I'll need to say, but I can guide you on how to get there, okay? Because I might not be able to say everything right now in detail. But when we do phone calls or, slide into my DM and we can have a conversation, I might be able to help you. Otherwise, love your body. Love your body the way you are. It doesn't matter how you look. Just remember to love your body. I love my body, and I always say, and I told you guys that is one of the reasons why I'm myself when I was big. I still love myself when I am here, and I still love myself 2 years later the way I'll be looking. Remember, that is the secret. Just love yourself the way you are. Okay, listen guys. I know I can talk, but I have somebody who can talk better than me. I always say that. Like, he talks pretty good. Like, I've gotten my inspiration for my weight loss journey through him. I had to sit with him and I'm like, how do I go through this? I really feel uncomfortable in my own skin. I don't think I'm beautiful anymore. I don't think I can handle these, the trolls. That is for another time. We'll discuss baby daddy. But for today, I have my guest, that is Big Ted, and I'm about to bring him on, and we can discuss about his weight loss, his journey, and how he can help you guys back at home to lose your weight, and also maybe even if you want to gain. All right? I'll be right back in a jiffy.
So scandalous. 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 So scandalous.
Apologize today. Like, some of you are like, you know what? You're Sauti. First, I think any people are against me on this one. See power, see nini. But guess what? We will tell it as it is, come what may. I'm sorry my Sauti haikuwa poa earlier on, but I hope now it's clear. Nanisikia poa. There's no way I was gonna go with my sound like that.
But sauti yako inakuanga poa. Usiwahi ambiwa na mtu sauti yako inakuanga.
Alafu sasa wako wanaisikia.
But mimi nasikia mimi niko sawa. You have a man from the lake, a toti, a baby. We must be able to apply the oil.
Si wache kupaka mafuta ulipe nini?
Ay. Sasa undakuharibu maneno uanze kule tupatia watu hapa hivi.
Lipa child
Number
support.
one, what wanafanya? Anyway, tusingie your story.
I was
about to say some truth about this situation.
Yeah, child support?
Yes.
Hiyo ndakuweka live next week. That's what we're talking about.
All right, sawa.
But right about now, hii familia yetu, by the way, we've been through it.
Yes.
And so I think maybe we like to chat. Maybe because we both, we've been through this journey and we have a testimony.
Yeah,
and we have a way that we can help you guys. We can tell you what we did, and if it works for you, well and good. If it
That's a big problem which people are facing right now. Now, social media, the tragedy of social media is that it's one of the biggest tools. In fact, this generation is the first ever to live in an entire space of social media, 24/7.
That's true.
Okay? Now, unfortunately, in there, but and say like, hey, what's up, I'm watching, they won't like they know you but they won't. So it's a very strange place to be in. But also I keep on encouraging people, don't be defined by social media.
That's true.
Don't be defined by social media. And in my weight loss journey, just like you, some of the things I went through were very uncomfortable. And at my top I was 100. Trying to be funny, by trying to be cool, so you allow people to walk all over you so that you can fit in. So you find that many times people who are struggling internally because they're not able to accept themselves have very many issues. Now mine was weight, and for a very long time I wasn't chosen to be in the best team. Now I play basketball, But for many years, I could not be put in the best team because
Wow.
this guy will slow down. That's something, it eats up into your own persona.
Yeah.
And when you see there's a big sale sign and you walk into the shop, but there's something for everybody, and then it just ends at size 48. So I was 68, size 68. But the best size they could get was 64 or 65. So every time you find yourself, yani ule mtoto anaweza kushonea ni kama Ritzi Lira Design akumekie nguo kitenge ndio ilikuwa style yako tu, kwa sababu that's the only time you don't fit into more accepted fashion.
Yeah.
Now, my journey was totally different. So I decided that I was going to do a procedure.
Okay.
Now, I had the opportunity to lie to Kenyans and tell guys that, hey, you know what? I drank some warubaini, I drank
Apple
50 glasses of whatever. So as you said,
Yeah.
everybody's body reacts differently to
That's
a regime which you're going through. I've done each and every diet plan. I've done low carbs, general artist diet, low fiber, liquid diet. I've done everything, but I was not losing weight. But also, another thing is that I have a very sweet tooth. Now, is it surprising that the thing that adds us most weight is actually sugar, not the fats?
Yeah.
So, and I also had a capacity. Now, what guys need to understand is this, and that's why you keep on talking about why it's important for you to drink water, a glass of water, before you eat, because it reduces the amount that your body can be able to. And when you go and you eat, because of gravity pulls down.
Can it be done here in Kenya?
Yes,
There are
a
people
few guys are
doing
doing it, but I did mine in India.
Okay.
I actually took a plane. I didn't tell anybody where I was going, apart from one person. Took a plane, left, and went to India.
And that one person is not me. Anyway,
Yeah,
as you are.
because by that time you had watched me. So, so actually, I called this one person. She's the only one who knew where I was in the whole world. Yeah, but that's how ulikuwa umeenda. Sasa nifanye nini?
Anyway, cool. Is it expensive?
Considering what I have saved in terms of medical, in terms of lifestyle, and in terms of psychology, it's not expensive. And one thing I want to tell guys is invest in your health. Right now with Corona, my friend sells bikes. He's told me this has been their biggest sales season because everybody's cycling, everybody's running, everybody has this jogging thing going on. So I think we'll end up having a very healthy world and a healthy Kenya as it is. So I went for this thing. I was there for 5 days. It's 15 minutes, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
And when you go in, they just do it. You go back to.
So you're umelala ama ujalala?
Uko blackout. Kabisa, kabisa. In fact, niliona mapicha baadaye.
What?
Of how I was knocked out and everything. So what they do, they reduce So that's one of the biggest culprits. Of course, number 3 is lack of exercise.
Yeah.
Now, we're not moving around enough. And many people, because they get to a level whereby they're very comfortable, so you eat, and when you stay, your body just starts absorbing and loading those things. Another big culprit is starvation.
Yeah.
Many times, we have a problem.
About portioning, we talked about... Just go next. Let's talk about your Nini first before we... I'm sure you'll remember what you were talking about. Let's talk about... Me, I'm stuck at the procedure you did.
Yes.
And I just want to know just a few things, and I'm sure guys at home are like, okay, how how easy is it to do? And when you say your stomach is reduced, right?
Yes.
Do you mean... What do you mean? Like,
All right.
is it cut and whatever? Like, what are we talking about? Is it something that's painful? Because
No.
for checking of, you know,
section.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
What kind of a procedure is it? Is it something that someone can just do and you're still cool?
Number 1, the procedure is called a mini gastric bypass.
Yeah.
So they actually reduce the size of your stomach. And by them being able to reduce the size of your stomach, you're able to, when you eat quite a bit of it. I think you can have a look at some of the photos of how I looked before.
Yeah. You know, I was looking at... Oh,
So that's me. That's an all-star basketball game.
the one that used to happen in Nyayo.
That's Luo Festival, the first one. That coat size was a size 68. Coat. Okay. Talk about now.
Yeah.
It's actually been about. This is my 3rd year.
Yeah.
And at my lowest, I went down to 96 kilograms. So from 168 to 96. And then I was advised to add a bit more. So now I've again gone, I'm now at about 106, 105. But I'm now going back again. So what I've done, I've stopped taking any sugars. I don't eat, I don't snack at all. And
You
I
just
don't,
gave me a cookie back there.
actually, I want to give you another.
Struggled with my weight. No, I'm not taking that. No.
Just have one.
No, I'm really trying to keep my weight.
You will.
How? Why am I, if I take these biscuits and they can see the butter and
Yes,
see what? Am I portioning?
Yeah. Kula tu kidogo. I have to stay here because
I'm struggling with one, baby.
be
I'm not
caught.
struggling with two. I
I'll
am
be caught.
done.
I'll be caught by the police. I can't go, so I have to sleep here today.
It's not what.
Yeah?
Listen, tell me. Whether you're going either way. But now, question. I have a
let's
question.
imagine. Let's
Yeah.
imagine this is your stomach.
Yeah.
Okay? And what they do is that they reduce the size of the stomach.
Yeah.
And when they reduce the size of the stomach, when you eat, it means, for example, a normal stomach is 2 liters, but mine is 500 ml, which means I get full faster. Now, what I do is I go in when I go to serve, so I can't eat a lot. I can't eat a full fish. I can only eat one side.
Really?
Yes, and shout out to my friend Frasha, who is always with me when I'm going for lunch because he knows he will not spend a cent. He waits for me to order.
wow.
He knows I won't finish.
Then he finishes the other side. 'cause
He will
is
eat the
small.
rest of it. So what I do is I have a very good breakfast. Lunch, I very like lunch. Try and just have something to eat. Now, I was telling you, point number 4 was actually starvation.
Oh, yeah.
And starvation, this is what happens. When your body is shocked because it's not getting food, anything you eat is loaded as fats. So any food you get, the body says, let's store it up. So you end up storing up a lot of that. So people who say, I will not eat for the rest of the week, so I can do this or I can do that. Now, it's different from intermittent fasting. It's very different from starving yourself and saying, I won't eat the whole day. So the day your body gets food, it loads it up and it keeps us fat.
Ah.
So what happens is my stomach is reduced to a smaller thing. So it means I get full faster. And then the body remembers that it had stored some fats and it starts now making it into energy. So you end up burning a lot of that, but also you're advised to work out. And for example, right now, if I find stairs, I take the stairs.
Yeah.
If I need to walk, I walk. And it's very easy. So for me, it's been a whole transformation of my life.
So what makes that's crazy.
And I mean, one of it is actually, let me tell you, it all has to do with your psychology.
Yeah.
It all has to do with your psychology. And also, when you start doing that, one of the things that happens is you can't eat a lot. So I'm used to eating 3 chapatis or 2 chapatis and 2 servings of dengu or something like that. Right? I want to be honest with you, I cannot finish a full chapati.
And you're okay with
Even
it?
if, but you see, psychologically, and before you do the of the same thing. And sometimes you wonder, how come I drank 2 liters of juice? You know, how come that happened? How come I ate 2 gullies? I think I was very hungry. No, your capacity is increasing. It's increasing. It's increasing. And your body only needs a small percentage of what you've eaten. The rest, some of it will be dropped out. The rest, fat.
There you go. I have a few questions here that we can take. Because I know there are so many. If you don't start taking them, people might try. So someone is like with loose skin.
Yeah.
on the tummy area. Any advice, please?
Well, one of the things that I'm blessed, I don't have any loose skin.
Yeah.
One of the things that I started doing is actually doing a lot of exercises. So immediately you start your procedure your regime of weight loss,
Yeah.
please work out. Cardio is very, very important.
Yeah.
Stretches, being able, you see, your body has been built in a way that there's no time that your skin will ever be short. That if you grow taller, it's going to be like an old cloth. So some people may have to go for a skin tuck,
Okay. Okay.
but most of the people, especially in this side of the world, God has blessed us with very good food, very good bodies,
Yeah.
that you're able to work.
Today, kindly help. How did you do it? I love you guys. Someone is like, share with us how you lost the belly fat. This is my biggest challenge.
Is that for you or for me?
Maybe for both of us, but yeah, I know you can answer for both of us.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So for me, I think I've just said it. It's actually because I did a procedure. I've lost about 68 kgs, but now I'm back to 65 kgs or 64 kgs. And one of the other things that you have to keep on doing, listen, stay active. I think I cannot tell guys this enough. Now, if there's a lift and there are stairs, unless I'm going to 50th floor, trust me, I'll take the stairs. Try and walk, because you see, we have a very easy life. You call an Uber from your door, you walk to your couch, it's parked next to the door, you walk to KFC and whatever, you get some food, you get back into the car. You're not working out, so there's nowhere you're walking to. So I remember my childhood growing up, I was actually very trim.
Yeah.
And the idea is, as you continue, your body adjusts and you're able to work that out. But also, there's a lot of exercise which you can do for your stomach, which will help you actually be able to lose your belly.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I told you guys, like, I really try to work out a lot on my stomach area, especially when I'm in the shower, because that's when no one is looking at you. That's true. No, let me tell you, the stomach workouts are very weird, apart from the usual, seriously, focus. You know, the usual sit-ups and all that. When you work out the stomach area, you know, these kind of movements and the belly dancing, which you're allowed to do in your bathroom. I do them in my bathroom.
I remember, okay.
You've seen me do that, right? Oh, whoops. I meant on Instagram. Home alone, because then you can really, you know, Kazana and do it. Imagine it has really, really worked for me. Like it's. DJ, someone is asking me to play for them a song. You know, I think that's what you meant by Nini, by people commenting different things when we are going through.
Yeah, but I think we'll get more funny comments from guys who, but later, deep into that. I think right now we have quite a good of a captive audience who are learning and listening and getting something from the whole show.
I'm trying to get questions before we leave, because I know we leave, but we'll try and respond to all your questions still as time goes by at the course of the week. If you're able to respond to anything, if you see there are many questions, but most of them are just the same thing, like how do you lose your weight?
Yeah.
How do I avoid getting the loose skin? And someone else is like, how do I control my portion?
Another thing also, I think I need to speak about it's about nutrition.
Yeah.
And I think times come for us to be able to invest in nutritionists. Somebody who can be able to advise you about your body type and what you should eat, what you should have, the kind of things that can help you basically manage your weight and manage your body. So it's important for us to get information, visit a doctor, be able to speak to a doctor who's able to also give you advice on what you can be able to do. Because I think some of these things we do them directly, and like you're saying, what works for me probably will not work for you. So somebody comes and takes my diet. They go with it home, and then they try and do it like for 1 year, and then nothing happens, and then they're like, come on, this thing doesn't work and everything. Please seek proper professional advice.
Yeah, there you are, guys. I know we can go on and on and on. I just looked at the time. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to 9:30. I think some of us have to.
You guys are already at home.
Yeah, they live just here.
Remember,
You have to go.
remember, we are working from home. That's what the government has said.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this live today. Big Ted, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
for
over.
having me, Mom.
This was not an excuse for you to be here. It was actually serious that we need. DJ Pierra live on the decks. You know how we do it. And next Sunday, we'll be having a very interesting discussion. And it's not about baby daddy, but it's something close to that. I really want, guys have been asking, who's your baby daddy? Who's your baby daddy? I
Guys,
think maybe next time that's what we'll be discussing.
If you know,
next.
you know.
And actually, if you don't, you don't. You know? I'm sure tomorrow there'll be a picture of you, my baby, and myself. And they're like, guys, what? Okay, actually, it's already done. Sorry. Good night. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, keep subscribing to my channel. If you're watching in the event, please subscribe. And the next time, we'll still discuss more things. I love you all, and I hope it's helped. If it hasn't,
Thank you.
you've seen me. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a really huge fan of that book. Guys, have a good night. Have a good night.
So scandalous.